A very good evening. From stories around the world to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. I'm Vidushni Sadish Kumar.
A very good evening indeed. I am Charita Minipurarachi and here are today's headlines. Presidential candidate Minister Sajith Premadasa says a new relief system integrating Samurdhi and Janasavi will be introduced. The National Public Council emphasizes that the country becoming a hunting ground for extremists should be prevented. The government of good governance was despised due to gathering together opportunists of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, Minister Mangala says. 3 dead when a tree fell onto a house in Valimada. On to those and other stories in detail now. Today is the Vap Full Moon Poi Day, on which a number of important events took place in the history of the Sasana. With Vap Poi Day begins the Katina Chivara Puja period. Many events of merit were organized in temples across the island. In the history of Sasana, it is mentioned that it was on a day such as today that Lord Buddha visited the heavenly abode Tavatinsa and preached Abhidhamma to deities and returned to Sankasapura in Dambadiva on a Vap Poi Day. A sapling of the Jayasri Mahabodhi Anuradhapura was brought to the island on this Poi Day. The passing away of Arahat Mahinda, who turned Sri Lanka into a Dhamma island, and the chanting of the Vinaya Pitaka by the Arahat Aritha at the Tuparame also took place on Vap Poi Day. Some bhikkhus end was season also on a Vap Full Moon Poi Day. The Sadharma Varsha Poi Day program, organized by the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, was held this time at the Bandaragama Kolamadri Purana Raja Mahavihare. Throughout the day, a number of programs including Atasal, Buddha Puja and Dhamma discussions were telecast from here. The Sadham Yatra President's Dhamma sermon was held today, centered on Kalanri Raja Mahavihare. The sermon was delivered by Venerable Lunugam Vehere Naradatera. A group including President Mathripala Sirisena were present on this occasion.
Today is Vap Full Moon Poi Day, which marks a number of very special events, including appointing Sariyuthera to a position of chief disciple where wisdom is concerned. A number of events of merit were organized on behalf of this Poi Day at temples across the island. The pinnacle of the Sri Ratanashrama Chaitya at Deltota Kandy was unveiled under the patronage of Chief Prelate of the Asgiriya chapter, Most Venerable Varakagoda Sri Jnana Ratana Thera. An attractive room housing statues has also been created in the internal premises of the Chaitya. This was constructed using 2.6 million rupees received from devotees resident in the area and 5 million rupees provided by the Ministry of Buddha Sasana. An exhibition of relics of Arahat Sariyut and Mugalan commenced yesterday at the Abhayasekara Rama temple at Sapugaskanda. This was organized in conjunction with a series of Katina events of merit. The relics, which were deposited at the Maradana Mahabodhi Agrashravaka temple, were taken to Abhayasekara Rama temple under the patronage of President of the Mahabodhi Society and Chief Sangha Nayak of Japan, Venerable Banagala Upatissa Thera. Devotees offered Attapana Gilanpasa Puja as well. This was organized by the Yoshida Education and Social Services Foundation and the Dayaka Sabha of the Abhayasekara Rama temple. The medical clinic organized annually by the Kalutara Bodhi Board of Trustees was held yesterday at the Kalutara Bodhi premises. About 50 consultant doctors contributed to this clinic. The Sangha abode constructed at the Vaunia Kalukunam Masua Kirigaruna temple on behalf of Vap Full Moon Poi Day was offered to the Sasana. A sum of 6 million rupees was spent on construction. The Sangha abode was built for this temple in Vaunia, which has few facilities. A group including Minister Rishad Batiuddin were present on this occasion.
And the presidential candidate of the New Democratic Front, Minister Sajith Premadasa, said that by introducing a new system of relief which integrates Samurdhi and Janasavya, he will work towards strengthening the lives of people in this country. He made this comment at a meeting held today in Vellavaya.
දිනයේ සිව්සිය දහසින් හදවත් බැඳුනා
Presidential candidate who joined the meeting held in the town of Vallavai received a very warm welcome. A large crowd including parliamentarians and ministers were present on this occasion. Minister Sajith Premadasa said that when at the upcoming presidential election, a historic victory is handed to Sajith Premadasa, a national development special presidential task force will be established. This will represent the presidential secretariat and it will be established in the every AGA office. Some may be thinking that after the 19th amendment to the constitution, the president will only be a scarecrow. He said he would like to tell everybody that he would not like to get involved in problems. He said he will render the service expected by the people of the country. As much as some of the people will give to a poor family, a Janasavi program will also be created across the country. The actual hero of the war victory has already been named as the minister in charge of security. He also said that he will supervise everything daily. He said he will be responsible for national security and will fulfill all promises. He said there is an opportunity for people to create a government with a leader who is not involved in nepotism and will get together with the people to carry out the work.
මේ රටේ ඒ හැමදේම මම ඉෂ්ට කරනවා. නැවතත් වරක් මෑත ඉතිහාසයේ ප්‍රථම වතාවට අවුල්වාදයේ නැති, ගජමිතුරු සංගම් නැති, ගෝල බාල සුපසාධනයේ ක්‍රියාත්මක නොකරන සැබවින්ම ඍජුවම පොඩි මිනිහත් එක්ක රටේ ජනතාවත් එක්ක මහ පොළොවට පය ගහලා ජීවත් වෙන ඔබත් සමග එකට එකතු වෙලා වැඩ කරන රටේ නායකත්වයක් අද ඔබලට නිර්මාණය කිරීමේ අවස්ථාව තිබෙනවා.
යන මග හැදුනා හදින් හද හිතින් හිත මුළු නගර නගර ගම්බින් වාසා ඔබත් මං හිත මුළු නගර නගර ගම්බින් වාසා ඔබත්
Several organizers of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party in the Batiklo district expressed their support to presidential candidate Sajith Premadasa today. They joined in the media briefing held by the New Democratic Front. Former General Secretary of the UNP Tissa Attanayaka said that through this joining together, not only the traditional victory that is achieved in the north and east, a big message is being given to all parts of the country. Without any differences of Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim, all sectors of people are lining up for the victory of Sajith Premadasa. He said he would like to say with pride. Another group says that on behalf of victory of the United National Front and Sajith Premadasa, the support of Batiklo will be given to them and are actively joining in this campaign. The significance here, Tissa Attanayaka said, is that those who are joining us are doing so because of the strong trust they have in Sajith Premadasa. Similarly, they are enamored with his program. The Candidates Association, which contested from the Sri Lanka Freedom Party in the Ratnapura district for local government institutions today, said that they would be supporting Sajith Premadasa at the presidential election. President of the Local Government Candidates Association, Kitsiri Hettiarachchi, said that the demise of the SLFP began last week, so he requested not to go to that commencement of the demise. Madam Chandrika Bandanayake has by now joined them, he said, and is working towards protecting this party. He said that all of them will get together and meet at the Viharma Devi Park and support Sajith Premadasa by joining in the process to ensure his victory as the SLFP alternative group. Secretary of the Local Government Candidates Association, Jagat Siriliyanage, said that leftist politics is very deceitful, dishonest politics. No one is allowed to move to a position. He said what they want was to do something on behalf of the country. Only Sajith Premadasa has ideas of what he can do for the country.
And the presidential candidate of the Sri Lanka Podujana Perabuna Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that under his government he will work towards building a prosperous and safe nation. He made this comment at a meeting held in Ahaliyagoda yesterday evening. This meeting was held at the Ahaliyagoda Fair premises. It was organised by members of Parliament of the United People's Freedom Alliance, Pavitra Vanyarachi, Vasudeva Nanayakara and John Seneviratne. Presidential candidate of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that he is presenting to the people a program that can be carried out. He asked people to trust in them and to carry out their obligations. He said he would like to declare their obligation that a prosperous country will be created. He also said that they will act so that no type of terrorism will take place in the country and will provide a safe country, which he said was a premise he was making. When a member of parliament of the UPFA, John Seneviratne, came to address the meeting, a heated situation arose. Member of Parliament Vasudeva Nanayakkara, addressing the meeting as dear brothers and sisters, said that they have made a huge political decision and they only built this particular stage. He said that the people should stand up together with them. At the same time, he said their procedures should be taken forward.
ඉතාමත්ම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා රත්න ප්‍රතිශ්‍රී පාර්ලිමේන්තු මන්ත්‍රී අධිනීතිඥ WDJ සෙනවිරත්න මැතිතුමාට සභාව ආමන්ත්‍රණය කරන්නට.
Member of Parliament John Seneviratne said that actually he is sorry about the response that he was being shown. The reason he said that he was always been against the UNP and was in the progressive team. Therefore, the reaction he said was something that he did not expect.
The convener of the National Public Assembly, Chamira Pereira, said that the devil's journey towards preventing the country from becoming a hunting ground of extremists should be carried out. He expressed this view at a media briefing held at Kilnochi today. Convener of the National Public Assembly, Chamira Pereira, said that Gotabaya Rajapaksa is not someone who has engaged in politics. He is someone who does not know how to win over the people. He always attempts to spread his command. A leader of the Tawhid Jamaat organization has come out and said that they need a person like Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Gotabaya is someone who nourished the National Tawhid Jamaat organization. On the other hand, it has been revealed to the people of this country that he paid salaries to the Bodhibala Sena organization at once through secret accounts of the Defence Ministry. He questioned whether people are trying to go into an era during which racism in society and extremism is being nourished. He further said that it has been to halted.
Meetings and media briefing of presidential candidates were held yesterday and today as well. Presidential candidate of the National People's Power, Anur Kumar Dissanayake, held a meeting with tuition class teachers yesterday. Presidential candidate Anur Kumar Dissanayake said that he will basic foundation for build the country is supremacy of the law, getting rid of fraud, corruption and waste and public security and national unity. He said that the country can be built on this foundation only. If not, he said, if there is any harm done to this procedure, the country will become a country without supremacy of law, as well as a country full of corruption and fraud, and a country that would not develop. A country where there are conflicts between nationalities will not move towards development, he also said. The third conference of the Frontline Socialist Party was held today at the Sugatadasa Indoor Stadium. This was with the participation of the party's presidential candidate Duminda Nagamur. Presidential candidate Duminda Nagamur said a society which is seeking liberation with election has been suppressed by a force with false democracy. At the same time, it has been suppressed by racism too, he said. There are some who gave arranged the people to think about their race only on through that to create difference and conflicts between nationalities. He also said that those in Gotabaya's camp in the way that they built up various opinions in the country.
ගෝඨාභය රාජපක්ෂගේ කැම්පේන් එකේ ඉන්න නීතිඥයෙක් ඇවිල්ලා කියනවා සාෆිගේ කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ.
The candidate of the National People's Party, former Army Commander General Mahesh Senanayake, held a meeting yesterday at the Polonnaruwa Pulathisi Buddhi Mandapa. Presidential candidate General Mahesh Senanayake said that national security and the national economy are two things that should be taken together. Without national security, a national economy cannot be built up. Therefore, he said his objective was to keep these two together. A media briefing was held by presidential candidate Rohan Palawat yesterday. Presidential candidate Rohan Palawat said that if direct foreign investment of 10 billion comes into the country, there will be a possibility of managing the economic problems in the country. He further said that he has got a promise of receiving 4 billion to be invested under his leadership.
Meanwhile, the Ceylon Workers' Congress said that they will support Gotabaya Rajapaksa at the presidential election. The treasurer of the party, Marudupan Maheshwaran, mentioned this at a media briefing held in Hatton. Meanwhile, Minister P. Digambaram said that this time's presidential election, similar to last time, the New Democratic Front will obtain an excellent victory in the Nurali district this time as well. The treasurer of the CWC party, Mardupandi Rameshwaran, said that the National Council met today under the patronage of their leader Arumugam Tondaman. It was decided at the council unanimously by the 300 persons present to allow the leader to support presidential candidate Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Minister P. Digambaram said that Sajith Premadasa will win with a majority of preferential votes. He said that Sajith Premadasa's father gave civil rights to the estate community as well as the right to vote. Therefore, he said that they have the gratitude to vote for former President R. Premadasa's son and enable his victory. Therefore, he said that the people of Nurali district, numbering more than 200,000, will vote for Sajith Premadasa and ensure his victory. The minister said that they have worked for the people as well and that they will ensure Sajith wins with a majority.
The United National Party Kasbava Balamandala meeting was held yesterday in Piliyandala. Ministers Patali Champik Ranavaka and Rajitha Senaratne expressed their views on this occasion. Minister Patali Champik Ranavaka said that they are saying that they are patriotic and that others are non-patriotic. However, the truth is that Gotabaya Rajapaksa is an American citizen. It is true that he said he will give up the American citizenship, but the US government has not yet officially announced this as yet. When American citizenship is obtained, it is said that a pledge was made that in the name of God he protects America, that how he was sworn in as a citizen. He was brought up in Habantute but went to Los Angeles in America and from there obtained US citizenship. Last April, the members of the family decided that it was necessary to present him as a presidential candidate. It was only then he gave up American citizenship. Then meant that American citizenship came secondly only to being president of Sri Lanka. Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne said that they have said that they will be the ones to release the war heroes.
ජනාධිපති වර්ණයට ඉදිරිපත් වෙනවයි කරනවයි කියලා පසුගිය අප්‍රේල් මාසේ. අන්න එතකොට තමයි එතුමා ඇමරිකන් පුරවැසිකම ඇතෑරියේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඇමරිකන් පුරවැසිකම දෙවෙනි වෙන්නේ ලංකාවේ ජනාධිපති ධූරයට විතරයි මිත්‍රෝරුන්.
Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne said that they have said that they will be the ones to release the war heroes. He questioned who will release the murderer of Lasantha. However, did that murder take place due to the requirement of army personnel? He asked further. He said no. Lasantha wrote against Gotabaya that was mentioning that he had stolen in the big deal. The second article was about Gotabaya's reply. Prior to the article that contained Gotabaya's false agreement and the actual agreement was published, Lasantha was killed. A war hero cannot commit murder. A murderer cannot be a war hero. The war was something separate. The case regarding this has not yet been concluded. To escape from this case, he is jumping here and there in various ways. Minister Mangala Samaravira said that the government of good governance was despised due to gathering together opportunists of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. Minister Mangala Samaravira said that the opportunist group in the Sri Lanka Freedom Party obtained ministerial post in the government, and MPs such as SP Dissanayake, who was defeated after the general election, came into parliament through the national list and soiled the people's mandate obtained. The minister said that also the reason for the UNP to be despised among people was because this opportunist group of the SLFP was added to our government. MPs such as Thayasiri Jayasekara always pulled our policies backwards. They interfered in our journey forwards. It is apparent that they are agents of the Rajapakshas. They plan to protect the Rajapakshas from their wrongdoings. Now all of these things have been revealed in the country.
First ever Brazilian food festival was successfully concluded yesterday in Colombo. Organizers have said that they aim to continue the festival in the future as well. Brazil is a country with a rich and unique food culture in the Latin American region. Sri Lankan food lovers have the opportunity to enjoy these exclusive Brazilian cuisines for 10 days from 3rd to 12th of this month. The menus were prepared by 3 exclusive chefs brought down from Brazil by Hilton Hotels Colombo with the collaboration of Brazil Embassy in Colombo. Fair dinners and master classes were conducted by the Brazilian chefs during the festival.
The first dish we did, it's a cheese dumpling. So this is a street food called pastel. So basically it looks like a samosa, deep fried samosa with cheese. This is very popular in Brazil in the street. Secondly, we did the fish moqueca, in fish and seafood moqueca. Looks like some of dishes from Sri Lanka. We use coconut milk, we use coriander. So some preparations they are similar. And the last dish was a dessert called pudim de leite. It's like a cream caramel.
Very good. Brazilian food lovers also had the opportunity to gain the experience of cooking Brazilian dishes with local ingredients through the master classes.
Very nice. I would like to be able to do this at home because I like cooking. I don't have too much time to cook, but I love cooking. I am Colombian.
The Brazilian chefs also expressed their views about their stay in the country.
We found that Sri Lankan people, they are lovely people with a very big smile. So we love that. It looks like in Brazil. And then for us, it's a very lovely experience to be here. For us, it will be a pleasure to be back here.
Oh, I love this place. Some place looks just like Brazil. Lovely people. I like here really much.
This is a beautiful place with beautiful people. Like the people are so nice. And I hope that we will manage to come here back again.
The organizers said that the festival was a tremendous success.
I feel that a lot of people are very receptive towards this promotion because they feel that the product is more authentic and it is a cuisine that is not readily available in Colombo. And I feel that this tremendous success is due to the fact that we have 3 high-profile chefs, and depending on the success, we believe that we can carry this out next year as well.
I must say that this is nice to make this approach even more evident in relation to how closely we are. So I'm very, very happy to see this opportunity going on, and I hope we can have it in more years ahead, and I hope the public will enjoy that also.
American ambassador in Sri Lanka, Elena B. Teplitz, said that by the year 2020, this country will develop into one that produces 94% of liquid milk. She said that through the liquid milk manufacturing process launched by the American government, the income of farmers will be increased. Elena B. Teplitz made this comment when she met farmers who were benefiting from this process. She further said that by assisting more than 15,000 farmers in the country, they expect to increase the quality and safety of liquid milk and to increase the sustainability of this industry. By providing clean water and quality food to the animals throughout 24 hours as well as by following good procedures, more results can be obtained. By cutting good quality grass to the correct quantity and mixing with saturated food, the milk harvest of a cow can be increased by 3 liters daily. This project was launched in the month of May in 2018. Milk production by farmers has been increased by 70%. The quality of milk has been increased by 68%. The minimum monthly income of farmers who have about 6 cows has been increased by between 25,000 to 30,000 rupees. Funds are provided for the project by the United States Food Program for Progress of the Agricultural Department. Contributions are being made to this by the Florida University Global Milk Program and the Sarvodaya Institute.
The government of Italy has expressed willingness to provide technical as well as investment opportunities for producing electricity using disposable waste. The Italian ambassador to Sri Lanka, Rita Manila, had mentioned this to Minister Ravi Karunanayake when they met. The meeting took place at the Power, Energy and Business Development Ministry premises. The possibility of introducing a power plant that is run using disposable waste was subject to discussion on this occasion. It is to be established using 100 to 300 tons of waste. Minister Ravi Karunanayake said that he expects total support of the Italian government in order to launch this project in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka can face the problem of fulfilling the rapidly increasing demand for electricity. Rita Manila said that as a very good solution for this, a procedure of producing electricity using disposable waste can be introduced.
A special program of viewers who watched the teledrama Sudu Ande Gene Kalu Evidin, which was telecasted over national television, was held in the Rupavahini studio number 3 today. This teledrama, which was written and directed by Sunil Costa, became popular among viewers. It was appreciated by more than 5,000 viewers on Facebook by posting about the qualities and importance of the teledrama. Chairperson of Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, Inoka Satyangani Kirtinanda, as well as Director General Sarana Vijay Ratna, together with the cast of the drama and viewers, joined in the special program. This program was telecasted live over Facebook as well.
මට විශ්වාසයක් තිබුණා රූපවාහිනිය ගැන. මම අදත් විශ්වාස කරනවා, හෙටත් විශ්වාස කරනවා. මොකද අපිට විශ්වාස කරන්න පුළුවන් නාලිකාවක් තියෙනවා ඉස්සෙල්ලා.
මේ සන්ධ්‍යාව හරිම සුන්දරයි.
Chairperson of Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, Inoka Satyangani Kirtinanda, said that the evening was very pleasant for both the Director General and herself. She further said that this was a collective decision made. She said she wanted to do something with the teledramas and other programs. As a result, this was done. The director of the teledrama, Sunil Costa, and Rupavahini engaged in a battle with only 3,000 rupees in hand. Ananda Abhenayaka's Veere Gedra Avith teledrama also became popular. However, this particular teledrama received a totally different type of response from viewers. As viewers in the decade of the 90s, after the teledrama of Ashoka Handagama, Diyaketa Pahana and Dunhinda Addara, this is a teledrama which took viewers to a completely different plane and comprised of a totally different model. The content and the model of this teledrama was very strong.
පාවිච්චි කරපු ඒ වගේ මේ නාට්‍යයේ තියෙන සියලුම අංග ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ගත්තොත් තිර පිටපතේ ඉඳලා එහි චරිත නිර්මාණයේ ඉඳලා සංගීතය කලා අධ්‍යක්ෂණය ඒ වගේම විශේෂයෙන්ම කැමරාකරණය ඒ සියලුම දේවල් මම හිතනවා තනි තනි භූමිකා මේ ටෙල් නාට්‍ය තුල නිරූපණය කරා.
3 persons died when a tree fell onto a temporary shelter located close to the Valimada Pradesh Sabha building. The accident happened at about 9:30 last night. The deceased were aged 10, 14 and 18 years. An injured individual was admitted to the Badulla hospital. This place had experienced a landslide and residents requests that they be provided with a suitable place. Meanwhile, the meteorology department said that during the night, thundershowers could occur in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central and Uva provinces, as well as here and there in the districts of Gaul, Mathura, Anuradhapura and Vavuniya. The department informs people to follow safety steps since strong lightning could occur with the rains. Certain places could experience heavy rains of more than 100 millimeters. It is mentioned in the weather statement that short-term strong winds of between 70 to 80 kilometers per hour could prevail when thundershowers are present. Police headquarters said that information has been received regarding an organized group deceiving people through social media and the internet and obtaining money. It has been reported that financial frauds carried out through friendship built up through social networks. Police headquarters informed people to avoid making deposits of money for obtaining money or gifts without making inquiries from a responsible institution. Police said that this group said that you have won a lottery or gifts to provide material or financial assistance, asking for assistance for investing money in this country, or saying that money is required to give goods of high value. they engage in defrauding money. It has been reported that they inform you to deposit an initial amount in order to acquire the said property or money. Police headquarters inform people to be careful about this.
And in the sports news, its Holy Family Convent of Kurunegala succeeded in winning a double championships in netball at the Ceylon School Sports Festival today. The final matches were played at the Kurunegala Udawalpala Stadium. Matches were held under three age groups. They were under 16, under 18 and under 20 years of age. The Holy Family Convent and Muses College of Colombo qualified for the finals of the under 16 match. It was won by 23-18 by the Holy Family Convent. The under 18 finals were played between Colombo Ladies College and Holy Family Convent. Ladies College succeeded in gaining a close win of 37-38 points. In the under 20 finals, it was Holy Family Convent and Hillwood College Kandy which qualified. It was won with a score of 40-19 by Holy Family Convent. The best sportswomen award in the championships was won by a player, Ishara Dharmasiri of Holy Family Convent. And with that we conclude tonight's news. Do it just tomorrow at the very same time. Good night.
Good night.